KMIR-TV Palm Springs, where the news comes first. KMIR News starts now.
Welcome to KMIR News at 11, also streaming live on KMIR.com. I'm Julie Bueller, in for Dan Ball. Happy Monday, and to start it off, let's get a check on your weather. Brian Gallo is here for Samato Smith. Brian, you had quite the weekend, sir.
I did. It's been nothing but work for me. With that being said, it's really important that you know that Sumata is coming back. She still works here, and so does Ginger.
Just
Get
the
that out of the way.
season.
Totally.
Season.
I'm the new guy, so I get to cover shifts, and I'm happy to do it. You all have been so patient with me. Checking our Fantasy Springs live cam. Another beautiful day for us here in the valley. We got some cloud cover heading our way. With that brings a chance of rain. Yes, you heard me right. Got a chance of rain today. Right now we're checking 51 degrees here in Palm Desert. Dew points about 16. We had dew points that were around 2 this weekend, so not as dry as it was. That dew point will jump up slowly into the low 30s as the day progresses. A little bit of wind coming from the southeast. We're looking at 5 miles per hour, and considering how much wind we had over the weekend, we'll take it. Our futurecast, there we are, stopped you right at 4 p.m. Very good chance we will get some sort of showers here. Higher elevated areas, obviously, us in the valley floor, I think there's a very good chance. Keep those fingers crossed. I got more detail in my full weather. Back to you, Julie.
Thank you so much, Brian. And topping the news this morning, the man accused of an attack on a mosque in Coachella is due back in court today. 23-year-old Carl James Dial of Palm Desert faces several felony charges. If convicted, he could face a maximum sentence of 11 years in prison. Investigators say Dial threw a Molotov cocktail in the lobby of the Islamic Center of Coachella Valley. No one was injured in the fire, but there was smoke damage throughout the building. He remains held in the Indio jail on $150,000 bail. And police in 2 other cities here in California are investigating possible hate crimes against Muslims and Sheiks. In Fresno, police are searching for suspects accused of beating up an elderly man, apparently for being a Sheik. The attack happened on Saturday morning as a 68-year-old man was waiting for a ride at an intersection. Officers say 2 white men allegedly pulled up in front of the man and assaulted him. Police believe the man was attacked because of how he looked. They say he was wearing a turban, which is the tradition for Sheiks.
It is disturbing because this gentleman was doing nothing wrong. We would like to encourage our community. This is America. We have people of all race, colors, creeds, nationalities. We wear different things.
And local police say the FBI and Homeland Security have been contacted. The attack is being investigated as a hate crime. Muslim leaders want authorities to investigate the apparent firebombing of a mosque in Tracy as a hate crime. Fire damage was discovered at the Tracy Islamic Center Saturday morning, and mosque leaders say they found what looked to be a Molotov cocktail tossed over the building's gate. The Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, says there's been a recent spike in incidents against mosques nationwide. The group notes that this is the latest of more than 70 incidents targeting American mosques this year. And a fast-moving wildfire in Ventura County is now 75% contained. The Solomar fire started on Christmas morning about 6 miles northwest of Ventura. The blaze shut down Highway 101 and forced nearly 100 homeowners to evacuate along the Pacific Coast Highway. Many residents are applauding the quick response from firefighters. In fact, Daryl Bogaders said his home of 47 years was saved.
I had a lot of confidence in these guys. They said there were something like 500 firefighters on the job. Yeah. And they did a beautiful job of containing it so it didn't run away from them.
So far, the fire has burned more than 1,200 acres. Firefighters say the flames were sparked by a downed power line, which was knocked over in a windstorm. And here in the Coachella Valley, a family of 6 is without a home this morning after a fire in La Quinta. The blaze started just before 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon at a home on Bottle Brush Drive. CAL FIRE says everyone got out of the home and no one was hurt. Firefighters put out the flames quickly, but 3 adults and 3 children are displaced because of the damage. The Red Cross was called in to help the family. And Desert Hot Springs police say they caught a man coming out of a home he had just burglarized. 21-year-old Jamon Rugli was arrested yesterday afternoon. Police got a call of a person trying to open a window at a home on Calle Azteca. When officers got there, they found the back door open, and then the suspect walked out with a bag full of stolen property. Police say Rugli was also a wanted parolee. And time is now 5 minutes past the hour. Let's get a check on your weather with Brian Gallo.
Thank you, Julie. Well, we got off to a very interesting start today now, didn't we? We've had 48 hours of a frost advisory. Thankfully, that expired today at 8 a.m., giving us a much-deserved, needed break. Indian Wells saw a temp of 27 degrees today at 6 a.m. It was cold. Checking our live cam, which is on top of our beautiful studios here in Palm Desert. Few clouds sauntering by. We'll have some cloud cover today because there's a chance of rain. Yes, you heard me right. We're checking 10 to 20% chance of rain this afternoon and about a 20 to 40% chance of rain this evening. So keep those fingers crossed. I like to say stay warm and hopefully stay dry as well. So as I mentioned, that frost advisory has expired, chance of showers. And after tonight into tomorrow, as the work week progresses, we will start to clear up a bit. Anticipate some clear skies. Right now, we're looking at 51 degrees here in Palm Desert, 50 in La Quinta, 50 in Indio, and 49 in Cathedral City. I promise you things will start to heat up. We're right around 64 this time of year. We're going to see highs right around 60 for a good part of the valley, as you see here. And as the week progresses, we will warm up. My goal is to hope that we can get up to 65, maybe even 66 by New Year's Day, so folks can actually step outside and not freeze their butts off. More detail for you in my full weather. Back to you, Julie.
Thank you, Brian. It's getting pretty brisk out there. Gas prices in the valley, well, they're on the rise. Today, the average price jumped to an average of $2.95 in the Inland Empire. AAA says last month we were paying $2.72. Now, while gas prices last year, they were even less at $2.64 a gallon. The Automobile Club of Southern California says the rising prices are due to refinery problems in the state. And the New Year's begins in just a few days. Preparations are already underway for a huge New Year's Eve party in Palm Springs. Crews are starting to set up for an incredible New Year's Eve celebration at the Spa Resort Casino downtown. There will be food and drinks available along with plenty of entertainment. And there will also be a countdown to midnight centered around a giant custom-built palm tree. KMIR will have live coverage of the New Year's Eve celebration starting at 11 p.m. Thursday night and continuing through midnight and on into 2016. And don't forget, KMIR is your home for Spa Resort Casino's Palm Springs New Year's Eve Countdown. Spa Resort Casino is giving away 6 pairs of premium seats to the Starship Show exclusively through KMIR. Now, if you'd like to enter, just go to KMIR.com and look under the contest section. And the time is now 7 minutes past the hour. Still to come right here on KMIR News at 11. A massive storm system has spawned deadly tornadoes, intense flooding, and blizzards. We'll tell you where people are struggling to stay ahead of Mother Nature.
You're watching KMIR News for Cathedral City, Mecca, and all of the Coachella Valley. KMIR News, where the news comes first.
Long before we opened Copley's on Palm Canyon, a chef once told me, "Hey Andrew, the key to starting a great restaurant is to leave your ego at the door." And a decade later, you know, that lesson has inspired all of us working here to make your visit exceptional. For Greg, Julian and I, hospitality is all we've ever done, and it's what we love. We look forward to having you join us. Copley's on Palm Canyon, open nightly for dinner in Palm Springs.
Find out if you could get help paying for health insurance with just your age, income, zip code, and the number of people in your household. Information you probably know off the top of your head. Enroll by January 31st to avoid the IRS tax penalty. If you haven't checked out Covered California in a while, we've got some new options that might interest you, like adult dental coverage. Great news for you and your sweet tooth. To find free, local, in-person help, visit coveredca.com.
We're setting the stage for a New Year's tradition, and you're invited. KMIR News will be your exclusive home for all things New Year's when we team up with Spa Resort Casino in downtown Palm Springs to welcome 2016. With fireworks and a special performance by Starship featuring Mickey Thomas, this will be an event everyone will be talking about and will set the stage for a great new year. Join us live from Spa Resort Casino in downtown Palm Springs, New Year's Eve, starting at 11 on KMIR.
Are you finally ready to deal with your love handles, muffin tops, or spare tire? I'm Dr. Ken Jesser, now the first and only desert physician to offer dual sculpting. That's 2 cool sculpting machines simultaneously freezing the unwanted fat in half the time without surgery, needles, diets, or downtime.
I recommend this procedure for anyone who can't get rid of those last inches through diet and exercise. It really works.
Call me at 341-7563 to schedule your free consultation.
KMIR News is brought to you in part by General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Call the General. You're watching KMIR News with Dan Ball and forecaster Sumata Smith.
Good morning and welcome back. There you see a beautiful shot just outside our studios on the General Heating and Air Conditioning cam. Nice brisk morning for all of us. And we are following a developing story this morning out of Iraq. The country's military says the city of Ramadi has been liberated from the Islamic State. A spokesman said forces achieved, quote, an epic victory and that the Iraqi flag is raised over the government complex there. Some reports indicate there are still pockets of resistance in the city. Ramadi's recapture would mark a major reversal for the jihadist group. They had seized it in May, and Iraqi government forces had been fighting to retake it for weeks. And here in the U.S., wild weather bringing tornadoes, flooding, and a blizzard to different parts of the country. Weekend tornadoes are blamed for at least 11 deaths near Dallas, Texas. An F4 tornado struck Garland Saturday with winds up to more than 200 miles per hour. Storms tore through a nearly 40-mile stretch across the area, damaging over 1,000 homes. A blizzard is bearing down on the western part of the state. That storm also stretching into New Mexico and Oklahoma, while heavy rains brought deep floodwaters to Missouri and are blamed for at least 6 deaths there. And Chicago police shot and killed 2 people while responding to a domestic disturbance over the weekend. One, a 19-year-old, Quintero Legrier, said to be threatening his father with a bat. Police say 55-year-old Betty Jones, she was a neighbor, she was shot accidentally. It's not known why police fired. The city's Independent Police Review Authority is investigating. And now on to our continuing coverage of Decision 2016. Donald Trump tries to fend off his closest challenger in the Iowa caucus, Senator Ted Cruz. The Republican frontrunner is also setting his sights on Hillary Clinton and her husband, the former president. NBC's Edward Lawrence has the latest from the campaign trail.
His rallies are huge, his support loud.
Man, what? This is amazing. Wow.
Donald Trump's base seems to crave his no-filter rhetoric. Over the weekend, Trump went after Hillary Clinton again, this time on Twitter about her husband. On Fox and Friends, Trump reiterated his charge that former President Bill Clinton demonstrated a penchant for sexism.
The penchant for sexism was exactly her words, and I just turned them, and I thought it was fine. And yeah, I think that Bill Clinton was, turned out to be a liability against Obama.
On Meet the Press, Senator Bernie Sanders turned his attention from his Democratic competition to attack Trump.
He is vulgar. It is the fact that Donald Trump thinks we should not be raising the minimum wage. He believes that wages in America are too high.
Sanders is trying to mend relations with the Democratic Party after a data breach that his campaign accessed. Meanwhile, Donald Trump pulled back into striking distance of Senator Ted Cruz for the Iowa caucus. Polls last week show the race a virtual tie for first place. Political experts say Trump's challenge now will be to get his base to show up to caucus. Edward Lawrence, NBC News, Washington.
Now, going to college for the first time, well, it's a big adjustment for anyone, but it can be an even bigger challenge for people who are autistic. Just ahead, we have a new program that is helping autistic students adjust to life away from home.
Well, we saw freezing temps this morning. We're going to see clear skies this afternoon and a chance of rain tonight, only in the Coachella Valley. More after the break.
You've shopped there. Maybe you've even worked there.
Are you trying to get fired?
Coming through! Yeah! In your faces!
America Ferrera in Superstore premieres next Monday on NBC.
I am testing each and every one of you. Quit right now, and I'll give you $40,000.
The Biggest Loser, Temptation Nation, premieres next Monday on NBC.
Bring on the Tour Pros, including Phil Mickelson, Patrick Reed, Matt Kuchar, Justin Thomas, Billy Horschel, Zach Johnson, and returning champ Bill Haas. Bring on the Challenge, the 57th playing of the Career Builder Challenge in partnership with the Clinton Foundation. played this year on the famous TPC Stadium course at PGA West. Buy your tickets today at Lumpy's, the PGA Tour Superstore, or online at CareerBuilderChallenge.com.
Locals love Spotlight 29 Casino because of 29 Mania. Tuesday, December 29th, you could win $500. Be here Tuesday the 29th because 2 winners will be drawn every hour from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sign up for your free Club 29 card and, as a new member, get $10 in free play and match play now and later. See Club 29 for details. Win $500 during 29 Mania. Tuesday, December 29th, only at Spotlight 29 Casino, the Valley's best bet.
Leeds & Son Fine Jewelers, your official Rolex jeweler, located on El Paseo in Palm Desert.
This portion of KMIR News is brought to you by the Living Desert Zoo and Gardens. See you at the zoo.
Welcome back. We are now 16 minutes past the hour, and I believe that Brian has quite the forecast for us. A lot of variety, Brian.
Variety is a good word for it, yeah. The ever-changing Coachella Valley that we live in, such a beautiful, majestic desert. But yeah, you know, it was so cold this morning. Frost advisory was with us for about 2 full days. And as you see, as you stepped out today, a lot of that cloud cover is going to break up just a taste. We're going to have some clear skies, and then chance of rain. Actually, there's a chance of rain this afternoon and a chance of rain tonight. I think it'll actually happen more in the evening, but, you know, we'll see. Keep those fingers crossed that we'll see some wet weather. I can tell you to stay warm and stay dry. Right now in Palm Desert, we're checking at 51 degrees. Speaking of dry, dew point at 16. Anything below like 40, 38, 40 is dry. So just know that. We had a dew point of 2 over the weekend, so that gives you some idea. 5 miles per hour as far as wind goes. Considering the gusts we had over the weekend, that's nothing. Thank you so much, Jay Felix. We love these beautiful images. This is from his living room. If you need a roommate, let me know. That looks pretty cool. And look at these beautiful, vast, open skies we have here. Again, keep these pics coming because we use them. I want to show you national temps quickly, just to show you. A lot of folks are here from out of town. If you're heading home, here's what to anticipate. Essentially, a lot of the nation is balancing out to where we should be. East Coast is still above average by a taste, but check out New York, 41. That seems a little more familiar for this time of year. We're checking in at 53. At this moment right now, we will warm up. We're going to see a high at about 60 today, maybe even 63 in some areas, 44 for San Francisco. So again, things are slowly starting to balance out. We still have some wind with us. That wind will start to taper off as the day progresses, 2 miles per hour in Palm Springs as well as Palm Desert. But check out Morongo and Whitewater. Still some wind kick up there. And again, as the day progresses, a lot of that wind will begin to die down. By tomorrow, we should be checking out at pretty much normal conditions as far as wind goes. High temps for today. Again, lots of 5s in our forecast. A couple of 6s in there. 58 for Coachella as well as La Quinta, Indian Wells checking in at 59 degrees. 56 for Desert Hot Springs. Good morning to you, Thousand Palms. You'll be seeing a high of 55 today. Always a nice time to go up to the Tram. 46, go catch some snow. There's still some snow up there. 50 in Cabazon and Whitewater. 47 for 29 Palms and 40 for Joshua Tree. Now, again, we got a chance of rain tonight and today, but as the week unfolds, we're going to clear up quickly. And we're going to warm up, getting us back to what would be our average temps for this time of year, hopefully just in time for New Year's Eve. Julie Bueller.
Thank you, Brian. Now, did you get everything you wanted for Christmas?
No. I'm not going to lie to you. No, I did not.
We still have a little more work to do then, huh?
We
still have a little bit more work to do. Well, thank you so much. What a great forecast.
Thanks,
nice
Julie.
And brisk for you. All right, well, transitioning from adolescence into adulthood for people with the autism spectrum, it can be difficult. And for many, starting college can add to that pressure. NBC's Erica Edwards shows us that there is a program that may help.
Many young adults have no problem adapting to college life, but for those on the autism spectrum, this social scene can be challenging.
I was feeling lonely.
25-year-old Joey Juarez has autism but is high functioning. He says he's always had trouble making and keeping friends. Along with his regular classes, Joey's involved in a program to help his social skills.
Initiating and maintaining a conversation. planning get-togethers.
Researchers at UCLA's Semel Institute developed the program for the education and enrichment of relational skills, or PEERS.
If you're not smiling.
It's a 16-week program where participants engage in role-play demonstrations and behavioral rehearsal exercises to teach them how to have effective one-on-one communication.
From there, we talk about things like peer entry and exiting. That's just going up to people and starting conversations.
The program suggests using a prop such as a cell phone because you don't want to appear as though you're eavesdropping. Once you figure out the topic of discussion,
wait for a little pause in the conversation and then join the conversation by saying something on topic.
The PEERS program even offers tips on dating.
You give just a slight smile, and then the next step is that you actually look away. From there, you look back and you repeat the whole cycle again. This is how people naturally flirt.
Organizers say they've noticed improvements in self-esteem and in the overall social skills of participants. Erica Edwards, NBC News.
What a great story. PEERS also incorporates caregivers as social coaches in order to increase the likelihood of maintaining the skills obtained the program in over time. So what an incredible story. The time is now 21 minutes past the hour. We still have much more to come on KMIR News. If you woke up to some Christmas gifts that, well, maybe weren't on your list, you're not alone. What to expect when you try to exchange those gifts coming up next. And remember, when you're away from a TV, you can still watch KMIR News streaming live at KMIR.com.
At Desert Dunes Animal Hospital, we offer the best and most compassionate care in the valley.
My parents trust my doctor to keep me happy and healthy.
A great place to take care of my pearly whites.
Well, I've put on a few pounds. Desert Dunes will get me back in shape.
I love Desert Dunes Animal Hospital.
We treat your pet like family.
Call Desert Dunes Animal Hospital at 345-8227 to schedule an appointment today.
In the show, I portrayed Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, and Judy Garland. I've always been a performer, always been interested in acting. I played Farmer McGregor in a production of Peter Rabbit in the 2nd grade, so I was bitten by the acting bug early on.
At the office of Dr. Bruce Bauman, we believe your dental health is key to a healthy lifestyle.
That's why our practice focuses on cosmetic, implant, and general dentistry. And we keep ahead of the curve on technology to give you life-changing results. Our caring and well-trained staff can assist you with all of your dental needs, and we welcome your questions.
So call today at 760-610-6743 or visit our website at palmdesertsmiles.com.
When people ask us what makes Desert Alarm different, our answer is always the same. We offer top-of-the-line security at bottom-line prices. Hello, my name is Chris Medane. Backed by popular demand, receive a complete security system package installed at no cost to you and no setup charges. And if you're not happy with your current provider, switch your service to Desert Alarm today and receive your first 3 months monitoring free. There is no better time to switch than now. Call today, 322-1562.
You ask, we investigate.
I don't think we could have gotten this far without your help.
You always get the truth.
If you have a story idea, email us at youask@KMIR.com.
You're watching KMIR News with Dan Ball and forecaster Sumata Smith.
All right, so the gifts have been exchanged and the presents open, but the holiday shopping ritual isn't quite over just yet. NBC's Kirk Gregory gives us a look at what you will need if you're going to be making some returns.
So, Santa and his reindeer did their part, and you have done yours. Now it's time to hit the stores again.
No one likes to do the gift returns, but on average, most consumers tell us at Retail Me Not that about 20% of their gifts go back to the store.
Those dreaded holiday returns. Almost as much of a holiday ritual as putting up the Christmas tree. For some, though, it's Christmas all over again. Just a few days later.
Shoes. The Bear shoes for $23. Michael Kors, $24. I mean, come on.
Holiday returns are whatever you make them. Before going out, experts recommend doing your homework first. Know store policies and what to expect.
So definitely want to try to get your big ticket items back first and foremost, because there's a time frame with a lot of retailers.
Things to remember before you head out. If you have a gift receipt, take it with you and don't expect cash back. And in today's high-tech world of smart technology,
having mobile computing power in your pocket is going to make you a smarter shopper. So you can not only get the best quality product, but you can get the best quality product for a great price.
be sure to bring your ID. Most stores will require one to cut down on fraud. Kirk Gregory, NBC News.
Well, that story really highlights the benefits of gift cards, doesn't it? All right, the time now is 25 minutes past the hour. Still to come right here on KMIR News at 11. 2 cities in California are investigating possible hate crimes this morning. Who was targeted in those cases? And the man accused of attacking a mosque heads to court today. What it could mean for the case.
You've shopped there. Maybe you've even worked there.
Are you trying to get fired?
Coming through! Yes! In your faces!
America Ferrera in Superstore premieres next Monday on NBC.
I am testing each and every one of you. Quit right now, and I'll give you $40,000.
The Biggest Loser, Temptation Nation, premieres next Monday on NBC.
Meet the Moores.
We're the Moore family, and as you can see, we needed internet that could do more.
We do more games.
And more streaming.
So we need more speed.
That's why we switched to Time Warner Cable.
You can too. Call 1-800-344-6025.
Now we can connect more devices at the same time.
The Wi-Fi in this house is amazing.
Show my guacamole.
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa.
Look at that.
Time Warner Cable even has an internet plan for us.
Get the internet speed that's right for you. From everyday low-price internet, up to 50 megs. Plans start as low as $14.99 per month.
They even made it easy to switch with a 1-hour arrival window.
Why settle for less when you can get more?
Get more from your internet with a range of speeds, up to 50 megs. Call 1-800-344-6025. You could get free installation, no data cap, and access to over 400,000 TWC Wi-Fi hotspots with select plans. Call now.
Investors still worry about Wall Street's integrity, with brokers making a lot of money from selling their firm's own financial products. But whose interests are they actually serving? At Hightower Palm Desert, we deliver independent fiduciary investment advice right here in the Coachella Valley. We don't manufacture or carry financial products. Instead, we're aligned with our clients to help ensure their ultimate financial success. Call us today to learn how Hightower manages wealth to a higher standard. Hightower, an unobstructed view.
The man accused of attacking a mosque heads to court today. What it could mean for the case. And a massive wildfire closes part of the Pacific Coast Highway. How crews are doing as they try to get it contained. Fire tears through a home in Coachella Valley. We'll tell you who is helping the victims this morning.
First in the Coachella Valley, you're watching KMIR-TV Palm Springs, where the news comes first. KMIR News starts now.
Welcome to KMIR News at 11, also streaming live on KMIR.com. I'm Julie Bueller. Dan Ball has the day off. Let's get a check on your weather. Samara Smith, she's also off today, so we have Brian Gallo joining us for our midday forecast. Hard-working man, Brian.
Yeah.
You are a hard-working man.
I'll take it.
And there's a lot of weather to forecast. It's kind of up and down, a lot of variety for people.
Variety's a good word for it, most definitely. Today specifically, actually, as I mentioned earlier, we had freezing temperatures this morning, a frost advisory, which lasted about 2 days. Today we're going to see a high right around 60, maybe even 63, and there's a chance of showers tonight. Right there in the headlines, it says it all for you. But good news is, come tomorrow, we're going to have a fairly clear week ahead of us, just in time for New Year's Eve. We're checking temperatures right now. Palm Desert, we're at 51. Nice temperature for us. La Quinta looking at 50. Indio as well, checking in at 50. And Cathedral City just a degree shorter at 49 degrees. It's going to be a nice day. The dew points are a little dry, but let's hope we get some wet weather tonight. Something's better than nothing, Julie.
That's right, Brian. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And topping our news this morning, the man accused of an attack on a mosque in Coachella, he's due back in court today. 23-year-old Carl James Dial of Palm Desert faces several felony charges, and if convicted, he could face a maximum sentence of 11 years in prison. Investigators say Dial threw a Molotov cocktail in the lobby of the Islamic Center of Coachella Valley. Now, no one was injured in the fire, but there was smoke damage throughout the building. He remains held in the Indio jail on $150,000 bail. And police in 2 other cities here in California, they're also investigating possible hate crimes against Muslims and Sikhs. In Fresno, police are searching for suspects accused of beating up an elderly man, apparently for being a Sikh. The attack happened on Saturday morning as a 68-year-old man was waiting for a ride at an intersection. Officers say 2 white men allegedly pulled up in front of the man and assaulted him. Police believe the man was attacked because of how he looked. They say he was wearing a turban, which is the tradition for Sikhs.
It is disturbing because this gentleman was doing nothing wrong. We would like to encourage our community. This is America. We have people of all race, colors, creeds, nationalities. We wear different things.
Local police say the FBI and Homeland Security have been contacted, and the attack is being investigated as a hate crime. And Muslim leaders want authorities to investigate the apparent firebombing of a mosque in Tracy, and they want it investigated as a hate crime. Fire damage was discovered at the Tracy Islamic Center Saturday morning. Mosque leaders say they found what looked to be a Molotov cocktail tossed over the building's gate. The Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, says there's been a recent spike in hate crimes against mosques nationwide. The group notes that this is the latest of more than 70 incidents targeting American mosques this year. And a fast-moving wildfire in Ventura County, well, it's now 75% contained. The Solmar fire started on Christmas morning about 6 miles northwest of Ventura. The blaze shut down Highway 101 and forced nearly 100 homeowners to evacuate along the Pacific Coast Highway. Many residents are applauding the quick response from firefighters. In fact, Daryl Bogaris said that his home of 47 years was saved.
I had a lot of confidence in these guys. They said there were something like 500 firefighters on the job, and they did a beautiful job of containing it so it didn't run away from them.
So far, the fire has burned more than 1,200 acres. Firefighters say the flames were sparked by a downed power line, which was knocked over in a windstorm. And here in the Coachella Valley, a family of 6 is without a home this morning after a fire in La Quinta. The blaze started just before 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon at a home on Bottle Brush Drive. CAL FIRE says everyone got out of the home and no one was hurt. Firefighters put out the flames very quickly, but 3 adults and 3 children are displaced because of the damage. The Red Cross was called in to help the family. And Desert Hot Springs police say they caught a man coming out of a home he had just burglarized. 21-year-old Jamon Rugli was arrested yesterday afternoon. Police got a call of a person trying to open a window on a home on Calle Azteca. When officers got there, they found the back door was open, and then the suspect walked out with a bag full of stolen property. Police say Rugli was also a wanted parolee. And a large car crash on Interstate 10 is being blamed on windy conditions. 7 people were hurt in a crash Saturday morning on the 10 freeway in Desert Center. 4 vehicles crashed as 45-mile-per-hour winds blew sand across the highway. The people who were hurt were taken to the hospital with moderate to minor injuries. And gas prices in the valley, well, they're on the rise. Today, the average price jumped to $2.95 in the Inland Empire. AAA says last month we were paying $2.72, while last year, well, gas was even less at $2.64 a gallon. The Automobile Club of Southern California says the rising prices is due to refinery problems in the state. All right, let's get a check of that weather now. Brian Gallo joins us from the Weather Center, coffee in hand. It's a nice brisk day, Brian.
It is.
What could people plan for?
Well, step outside. Maybe take a trip up to the tram or go shopping. It's going to be a nice day. But you might want to bring an umbrella with you. I think
Really?
it's, yeah. I don't know if it's going to happen for us here on the valley floor. I know that higher elevated areas, places such as Idlewild, Joshua Tree, they're all going to get something. But here on the floor, I don't know if it's actually going to hit. So keep those fingers crossed. Checking our general live cam on top of our beautiful studios here in Palm Desert, looking fairly clear. Clouds will start rolling in as the day progresses. And again, what is that going to bring? A chance of rain. Keep those fingers crossed because, boy, we need it. Actually, there's also a chance of rain coming late week, but as the week progresses, we'll keep you up to date on that. We're checking 51 degrees here in Palm Desert. That dew point is 16, so it's definitely dry outside. And we got about 5 miles per hour coming from the southeast as far as wind goes. want to show you this real quick, our satellite radar. This is our shot of some rain right here, that green cell. Hopefully you can see a good shot of this monitor. More importantly, I want to show you this. It's kind of hiding from this band here, but this is a second chance of rain that's coming over the weekend. The northwest is going to get hit once again with another cell. It's good. This is another indicator that El Nino is here, but we're just hoping that El Nino can kind of reach us down here. It will. It's due to come in the next few weeks. January is when it's expected to come to actually touch down for us here in Southern California. But keep those fingers crossed. As you see, that cell is our best bet. More detail for you in my full weather. Back to you, Julie.
Thank you so much, Brian. All right, it is now time for the season's original Holiday Lights segment brought to you by The General. Now, all this month, we've traveled to homes around the valley in search of the best light displays. This morning, we're visiting the Manus family in Indio. They make it a point each year of bringing cheer to the entire neighborhood with their beautifully decorated home, but they're also competing with their next-door neighbor, who we also featured in our lights display contest. Fantastic work.
Little by little, we started putting more and more and more until finally we had enough like them. So we're just like, let's be the Christmas houses. That's how we describe ourselves to the people for the addresses. Where do you live? Where do you know those two houses where the Christmas are? It's right there. It's an awesome thing for the neighborhood to come and just enjoy themselves sometimes. And we enjoyed it. So it's perfect. Happy holidays from my family to yours.
Well done. We are continuing our Holiday Lights contest through the end of the month. So if you know of a display we should feature, just send us an email, lights@KMIR.com. And you can also go to KMIR.com and vote for your favorite featured display. The voting is down to the final 2 displays put together by the Dungelberger family and the Delgado family. So please be sure to vote. The winner will get up to $500 off their December electric bill, paid for by Renova Solar. We'll be announcing the lucky winner on January 1st, New Year's Day. And the new year begins in just a few days, so preparations are already underway for a huge New Year's Eve party in Palm Springs. Crews are starting to set up for an incredible New Year's Eve celebration at the Spa Resort Casino downtown. There will be food and drinks available along with plenty of entertainment, and there will also be a countdown to midnight centered around a giant custom-built palm tree. KMIR will have live coverage of the New Year's Eve celebration starting at 11 o'clock Thursday night and continuing through midnight and on into 2016. KMIR is also your home for the Spa Resort Casino's Palm Springs New Year's Eve Countdown. Spa Resort Casino is giving away 6 pairs of premium seats to the Starship Show exclusively right here on KMIR. To enter, just go to KMIR.com and look under the contest section. All right, 37 minutes past the hour, still to come on KMIR Midday. A big development in the Middle East where local forces are striking back against ISIS.
Yes, it's been a cold couple of days. I do have good news for you, though. I promise we're going to warm up. Details for you in a moment.
What's integrity? It means saying what you do and doing what you say. That's what everyone needs when they have to reach out for help. Helping accident victims who can't help themselves requires a lot of hard work, and most importantly, caring. I'm Walter Clark. I know how important this is after someone is hurt or taken from us. We are the people you need.
At the office of Dr. Bruce Bauman, we believe your dental health is key to a healthy lifestyle.
That's why our practice focuses on cosmetic, implant, and general dentistry. And we keep ahead of the curve on technology to give you life-changing results. Our caring and well-trained staff can assist you with all of your dental needs, and we welcome your questions.
So call today at 760-610-6743 or visit our website at palmdesertsmiles.com.
Fisherman's Market and Grill. This is the Valley's only fresh fish market restaurant. Fresh swordfish, crab legs and steak, Alaskan halibut, lobster and steak. Complete mouth-watering fresh fish dinners starting at just $11.95. Or come in for a delicious value lunch. Amazing, just $7.95. Fresh fish tacos made to order, delicious seafood salads and more. Fisherman's Market and Grill restaurant. This is the only place you can get away with being fresh. Fisherman's Market and Grill. Palm Springs, Palm Desert, La Quinta and Banning.
Are you interested in learning about the newest procedures in plastic surgery? I'm Dr. Mark Sifonio, here to tell you about the latest, non-invasive, no downtime procedures which are affordable, easy, and have minimal risk. We invite you to an informative seminar discussing the newest in Botox, fillers, skincare, lasers, and surgery. Call 341-5555 today to find out about our upcoming seminar. Seating is limited. All attendees will receive a complimentary $100 skincare rejuvenation treatment.
Back here we have a live look at the Fantasy Springs Resort Casino camera. A beautiful Monday morning to you. I know it might be a little bit tough after the holidays to get back into the swing of things, but hopefully KMIR News can help you get educated and informed for what you need for the day. Beautiful day out here in the Coachella Valley, and thank you so much for making KMIR Midday part of your day. All right, we are following a developing story this morning out of Iraq. The country's military says that the city of Ramadi has been liberated from the Islamic State. A spokesman said forces achieved an epic victory and that the Iraqi flag is raised over the government complex there. Some reports indicate that there are still pockets of resistance in the city. Ramadi's capture would be a major reversal for the jihadist group. They had seized it in May, and Iraqi government forces had been fighting to retake it for weeks. And an Afghan government official said suicide car bombing attack killed at least one civilian near the Kabul airport today. According to the Afghan Interior Minister spokesman, 4 other civilians were hurt in the early morning attack that took place near the eastern entrance of the airport. A Taliban spokesman claimed responsibility for the attack and said the target of the suicide bomber was a convoy of foreign forces. Taliban militants have increased their attacks recently on Afghan government officials and security forces across the country. And in Australia, a foreign train carrying 200,000 liters of sulfuric acid derailed yesterday in Queensland. Aerial video shows the wagons laying alongside the tracks. Flooding in the area is hampering recovery efforts. A police spokesman said specialist teams are on the scene assessing the situation. And a massive storm system stretching from New Mexico to Texas killed 24 people over the weekend. Andrew Spencer reports on the damage and the cleanup efforts this morning.
Yeah.
Only when lightning flashed in the darkness could people see a tornado in the distance. You can see the damage easily now after one of the tornadoes hit Copeville, Texas, ripping this house into the air.
It was pretty traumatic. We just came out to assess our own damages, and he's over there yelling for help.
We realized that he was running across the road with his baby.
Deborah Lee King's neighbor begged her to take his newborn child to the hospital. She did, while her husband, Glenn, helped try to get the man's wife out of what was left of their home.
She was pinned in there between a wall and the door.
She survived. Her baby did not. A tornado destroyed an elementary school in Red Oak, while just a few blocks away, Willard Jordan and his family cowered inside a closet.
That sound, I just can't get that sound out of my head. To hear some wood, buildings cracking, ripping stuff up, and all we could do was run to the closet and pray, you know.
Around the Dallas area, the damage ranges from light to devastating. 8 of the reported deaths happened in Garland, which the National Weather Service now says was hit by an EF4 tornado. Donations of warm clothes and food keep coming into storm shelters all over the area.
I have no heat, no electricity.
It's not exactly cozy, but Jessica Bandegas says she's just happy to have her family with her.
As long as they're safe, I'm happy with that, regardless where I'm at.
A sentiment many of the storm survivors can appreciate.
Damages, that can always be fixed, but we're very grateful that everybody is alive.
I'm Andrew Spencer reporting.
Really powerful video there, huh? All right, the time is now 44 minutes past the hour. Still coming up on KMIR News. Congress just passed the federal budget, which includes billions of dollars in tax breaks. What that could mean for energy companies right here in the Valley.
KMIR News will be your exclusive home for all things New Year's when we team up with Spa Resort Casino in downtown Palm Springs to welcome 2016 New Year's Eve. Join us live starting at 11 on KMIR. Ever notice how some stations in town love to tell you how they'll help you understand the news? At KMIR News, we give you a little more credit than that. We know you understand the news. It's our job to cover the news of your day, period. KMIR, where the news comes first.
Leeds & Son Fine Jewelers, your official Rolex jeweler, located on El Paseo in Palm Desert.
I had a lot of pain in my right arm, numbness from my shoulder down to my fingertips, a lot of tingling, scheduled surgery. I am now 100% pain-free.
I had terrible sciatica pain for over a year. I had a hard time going to work. I was in such excruciating pain, had surgery, and it was an 8-hour surgery that worked incredible, and I'm pain-free now.
Why live with pain when you don't have to?
We believe personal, honest, and dedicated service is most important.
At Comfort Air, being local and servicing the Coachella Valley for over 20 years, we know what you expect. That's why we at Comfort Air believe when you call, you will talk to an experienced professional with only one goal, providing you with what you want at a great price and the service you expect.
Let Comfort Air show you how easy it is to upgrade your system and save you money. Make the easy choice. Call Comfort Air.
All right, well, Brian, weather is quite the story nationally. What do we have coming up here in the Coachella Valley?
Well, we have a chance of rain, to answer your question. That's a good thing. About a 20% chance of rain this afternoon and about a 20 to 30% chance of rain this evening. We're pretty dry out there right now, actually. Our dew points are about 17, and you definitely can feel it in your skin. It's dry. Those dew points will slowly creep up with that cloud cover, but again, we got about a 20% chance of rain this afternoon and a better chance this evening, so keep those fingers crossed. Checking our Fantasy Springs cam, looking pretty clear out there. Got a little bit of cloud cover that'll slowly start to trickle in, but for the most part, it's going to be a beautiful day. Come tomorrow, we're going to clear out pretty quickly and anticipate clear skies for the rest of the week. Let's check out what's going on right now. Here in Palm Desert, we're looking at a temperature of 51 degrees, 50 for both Indio and La Quinta. Cathedral City seeing a temp of 49, slowly warming up. It was very cold this morning. 27 degrees Indian Wells saw at 6 a.m. this morning. That gives you an idea. Freezing temps under that frost advisory, which has expired, so that's good news for us. Thank you, Jay Felix. This beautiful image from his living room. Look at how big the sky is. You live here, and if you don't live here, you're here, and you know how amazing the sky is. But that is just a beautiful pic. Keep those pics coming. My photo at KMIR.com, because we like to feature them. We like to use them. Let me show you my national temps real quick. 53 here in Palm Springs, 44 in San Francisco, and New York checking in at 41 degrees. We're beginning to balance out and get right to the temps that we should be for this time of year. East Coast is still a bit above average, but as I mentioned, that balance is starting to come. So get excited. Wind, still have some wind, not too much here on the valley floor, but high wind prone areas, things are still kicking up. And as the day progresses, things will slowly start to cool off a little bit. 23 for Yucca Valley, 23 for Joshua Tree. We'll be at 7 miles per hour tonight. But as I mentioned, right around midnight, start to really taper. So anticipate gentle breezes today into the evening, but it'll be a nice night. Highs for today, 58 for Thermal as well as North Shore. Salton City checking in at 60, Mecca 59. Good morning to you, Indio. You'll be seeing a high of 58 today. Palm Desert seeing 57, 59 for Palm Springs. If you're heading up to the tram, that's going to be a beautiful, nice, somewhat crisp number. 46 right there for you. 50 in Whitewater and 40 in Joshua Tree. Again, nice things to look forward to. And as the week progresses, check out Tuesday. We'll start to dry up and these temps will slowly start to jump up just in time for New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve day. We should be right around 64 or 65 for this time of year. So we're getting back to our normal temps, Julie.
It's beautiful, Brian. Thank you so much. And of course, we know that New Year's Eve night is going to be a fantastic night at the Spa Resort Casino.
We'll be there.
So hopefully the weather will cooperate and be as crisp as you predict.
Keep those fingers crossed. Thank you, Julie.
The federal budget just passed by Congress includes $600 billion in tax breaks for a number of industries. And NBC Tracy Potts explains why solar and wind energy providers will get $14 billion in tax breaks over the next 10 years.
There are wind turbines spinning in 39 states, providing about 5% of the country's electricity. The Energy Department says producing power with natural gas and coal may be less expensive, but wind is cleaner.
That is a lot more than just economics. It's about leaving for our children a cleaner environment.
Taxpayers have been subsidizing oil and natural gas production for decades. More recently, green energy sources like wind and solar are getting tax breaks. This latest one-year extension for wind supports 73,000 jobs.
That includes jobs in construction, in development, in maintenance, and also in manufacturing.
One group that advocates for limited government calls the tax break corporate welfare.
They're spending millions of dollars lobbying Congress in order to slip these extensions of the wind production tax credit into these end-of-year deals.
Terry and Bonnie Duran live close to a wind farm in Pennsylvania. They worry about the impact on property values.
Most people came here for quiet, solitude. They didn't come here for an industrial site.
Weighing the need for more renewable energy against added taxpayer costs and the impact on neighbors. Tracy Potts, NBC News.
And if you purchased a real Christmas tree for your home this year, well, now may be the time to bring it down. And if you wait too long, it can become dried out and become a fire hazard. A dry tree can burn very quickly, and according to the National Fire Protection Agency, a dry tree can burn faster than newspaper. So it's a good idea to recycle a tree when it starts dropping its needles. And most trash haulers will collect Christmas trees that are put on the curb until 2 weeks after Christmas. Now, they want tinsel and all the decorations removed and trees over 4.5 feet cut in half. There are also places to drop off trees for free, and here in the Valley, that includes Burtech Recycling Center on Corporate Way in Palm Desert. They're accepting them until January 9th for free. And still to come right here on KMIR News at 11, a hiking trail has become the new hotspot in Brazil. We'll show you why people are waiting in line for up to an hour to take some selfies at the top. And remember, when you're away from a TV, you can still watch KMIR News. Just go to KMIR.com, click the Streaming Live button, and it's right there for you. Stay tuned. We have a lot more coming up.
Bring on the challenge. Join reigning champ Bill Haas and other top PGA Tour pros at the Career Builder Challenge this January. Special pricing for a limited time. Buy today and save at careerbuilderchallenge.com/tickets.
Meet the Moores. We're the Moore family, and we're always looking for ways to enjoy more.
So we called Time Warner Cable and got even more than we expected.
Call now to get more.
More speed.
More TV shows and movies on demand.
More places to make more unlimited calls.
Call 1-844-513-9095. For $89.99 a month, you'll get 30 meg internet, hundreds of HD channels, and unlimited calling to international destinations.
We find more good things every day.
More ways to watch more shows.
On more Wi-Fi connected devices in our house.
Time Warner Cable made switching easy with a 1-hour arrival window. They even made sure all of our connections were up and running before they left.
Why settle for less when you can get more? Call 1-844-513-9095. You'll get free installation, TV equipment, and Epics included. And for a limited time, get a free trial of Showtime for 1 year. Call for more now.
In the show, I portrayed Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, and Judy Garland. I've always been a performer, always been interested in acting. I played Farmer McGregor in a production of Peter Rabbit in the 2nd grade, so I was bitten by the acting bug early on.
Bring on the challenge. Join reigning champ Bill Haas and other top PGA Tour pros at the Career Builder Challenge this January. Special pricing for a limited time. Buy today and save at careerbuilderchallenge.com/tickets.
Closed captioning brought to you by the Coachella Valley's #1 volume Nissan dealer, Palm Springs Nissan. Get 2015 closeout pricing now.
Welcome back. What a beautiful day. Here's a live look at our Fantasy Springs Resort Casino camera. Wonderful day to go out and take your pup out for a walk and enjoy the nice brisk temperatures we have. Our meteorologist Brian Gallo has been outlining in extensive detail the changes that we're going to be enjoying throughout the day. So take your opportunity right now as it's still nice and warm. All right, a man who fell off a cliff to his death Friday in San Diego. He has been identified. The county medical examiner says 33-year-old Joshua Burnwell was visiting the area from Indiana. Firefighters say the man fell off the cliff because he was distracted by his cell phone. 13-year-old Thor Weilink says he tried to help by bringing out his climbing gear.
I heard the guy that fell yelling, "Help, please God save me." And my mom ran out and then someone yelled at her and pointed at her, "Can you please call 911?"
3 other people tried to save the victim by giving him CPR, but it was too late. Burnwell's mother said in a Facebook post that her son died while taking pictures. She adds that he leaves a son behind. And now on to our Valley Pet Finder segment, where we try to reunite lost pets with their owners. This tan lab mix was found yesterday afternoon in Palm Springs on San Rafael between Palm Canyon and Indian Canyon. He was found without any collar or tag, but is well fed and well groomed. Someone loves this pup, so if you recognize him, please reach out to us. And we're also looking for a missing Bichon Frise. His name is Chili. He was last seen in Bermuda Dunes on Saturday afternoon. His owner says he may have been on Adams Street and picked up by someone. So if you recognize either of these pets, please send us an email at pets@KMIR.com. And remember, if you've lost a pet or found a pet, just go to KMIR.com. You can send us a picture and description of the pet and where it was lost or found. We'll post it online and also air it right here on KMIR Today. Well, Star Wars The Force Awakens wasted no time breaking box office records when it opened this month. And yesterday, it hit another milestone, earning $1 billion in global sales faster than any other film in history. The film took 12 days to hit the $1 billion mark, one day earlier than previously recorded the record holder Jurassic World. It also scored a record for Christmas Day box office sales on Friday, and it did all this without China, because the film has yet to open in China, the second biggest film market in the world. It will open there January 9th. And on the brighter side of the news, a little-known hiking trail in the suburbs of Rio de Janeiro, a hot tourism attraction. The site is now receiving hundreds of curious hikers who want to pose for photos there. Well, that's because if you frame it right, people appear to be on the edge of a cliff overlooking the city. In reality, it's just a few rocks or a few feet off the ground. But it does take some time getting there. First, you have to climb the hill for over an hour, and once you get there, you have to wait in line for an hour or so under the scorching summer sun. But many who take breathtaking photos there say it was worth it. Still to come here on KMIR News, the man accused of attacking a mosque heads to court today, what it could mean for the case.
At the office of Dr. Bruce Bauman, we believe your dental health is key to a healthy lifestyle.
That's why our practice focuses on cosmetic, implant, and general dentistry. And we keep ahead of the curve on technology to give you life-changing results. Our caring and well-trained staff can assist you with all of your dental needs, and we welcome your questions.
So call today at 760-610-6743 or visit our website at palmdesertsmiles.com.
Time is ticking away during the biggest sale of the year at El Paseo Jewelers Holiday Season Sale. Now is the time to treat yourself with the diamonds you always desire at prices that you only dream of. Save on our dazzling 2-carat earring for only $5,999, our amazing 10-carat diamond bracelet for just $9,999, or this amazing 4-carat in-and-out hoops for only $4,999. Discover the lowest prices of the year at our new location on El Paseo by San Pablo next to Starbucks. El Paseo Jewelers. Make forever. Start today.
Wrinkles got you down? Zap it. Carrying some extra weight on your tummy? Zap it. Want to get rid of age spots? Zap it. I'm Dr. Tim Joshin, and here at the Laser Center of Contour Dermatology, we can zap your problems away. Get rid of unsightly marks, clear away unwanted hair, even reshape your body. We have the laser for you. Non-invasive treatments with dramatic results. Call Contour Dermatology today at 760-423-4000. We'll guide you to the choice that's perfect for you.
Welcome back. Topping our news this morning, the man accused of an attack on a mosque in Coachella, he's due back in court today. 23-year-old Carl James Dial of Palm Desert faces several felony charges, and if convicted, he could face a maximum sentence of 11 years in prison. And a family of 6 is without a home following a fire in La Quinta. The blaze started just before 4 yesterday afternoon at a home on Bottlebrush Drive. CAL FIRE says everyone got out of the home and no one was hurt. And a fast-moving wildfire in Ventura County is now 75% contained. The Solimar fire started on Christmas morning about 6 miles northwest of Ventura. The blaze shut down Highway 101 and forced nearly 100 homeowners to evacuate along the Pacific coast. The road has since been reopened. And we have more news coming up on your KMIR-5, including a forecast.
Yeah, we'll check out the 7-day. There's a good chance we'll be seeing temps where we should be for this time of year, just in time for New Year's Eve day.
And hopefully we'll see you back here at 5 o'clock.
Can't wait to see you then.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Next, a paid presentation from Paracone MD for Cold Plasma Sub D, brought to you by Guthrie Ranker. Cold Plasma Sub D is the first of its kind treatment for the area of your body that can actually aid you most, your neck. Hosted by network television star Courtney Thorne-Smith and featuring some of the most dramatic before and after photos you've ever seen.
Hi everyone, I'm Courtney Thorne-Smith. Don't change the channel, because in the next few minutes you're going to learn about a breakthrough product that could help take years off your appearance. But here's the thing, you don't put it on your face. Want to learn more? Stay with us.
When you look at yourself in the mirror, does your neck look older than your face?
The texture just looked like crepe paper, like someone, wrinkled it and gave it back to you.
It was like, this is awful. Whose neck is that? That doesn't even belong to me.
Are you seeing more signs of age from the chin down?
It's like overnight I woke up and I saw these dark circles around my neck and I said, why are they there and how can I get rid of them?
You can have a visibly firmer, smoother, sexier neck easily. No crazy gadgets, no drastic procedures. The secret to a younger looking neck is a breakthrough topical treatment called Cold Plasma Sub D.
It made a big difference. It's giving you results you want to see.
I'm looking in the mirror all the time now.